As the day winds down and the world begins to quiet, there's a powerful moment waiting for you, a moment of stillness that offers an opportunity for transformation. You see, the night is not something to dread, nor a time to simply sleep and escape. It is an invitation to tap into something deeper, a chance to reconnect with the essence of who you truly are. Night meditation is the bridge between the chaos of the day and the peaceful wisdom that lives within you. When the external world falls silent, the internal world begins to speak. It speaks to you not through words, but through feelings, through sensations, and through that quiet voice inside you that knows the truth. In the stillness of night, you find the space to go within, to allow the thoughts and worries of the day to gently drift away. It's a sacred time, not to be feared, but to be embraced with open arms. Night meditation allows you to release the weight of the world, to let go of the tensions that build up throughout the day. It invites you to relax into the present moment, to breathe deeply and remember that you are not your thoughts, not your struggles, not your achievements. You are the awareness behind it all. And in this space of awareness, there is nothing but peace. The night holds the potential for renewal. Just as the stars appear in the dark sky, so too does clarity emerge in the quietude of the night. Your mind may still be busy, your thoughts may still come and go. But with practice, you learn to observe them without attachment, without judgment. You realize that you are not at the mercy of your thoughts. Instead, you are the observer of them. And in that observation, you find freedom. In the dark, you may feel a sense of vulnerability, but it is in vulnerability that your greatest strength is born. The night gives you the chance to surrender your need for control, surrender your fears, surrender the busyness of the day. It is in this surrender that you find yourself whole. You find yourself complete. Each night as you meditate, you cultivate a sense of inner calm, a quiet strength that grows over time. This is not about trying to empty your mind or achieve some state of perfection. It's about allowing yourself to simply be, to let go of expectations, to stop striving, and to rest in the knowing that you are enough just as you are. The night meditation doesn't ask you to be anyone else but yourself. It doesn't demand that you do anything but allow yourself to be present. In that presence, there is power. In that presence, you find connection not just with yourself, but with the universe. In the quiet of the night, you become aware of the fact that you are part of something vast, something infinite. And when you realize that you are connected to all of it, peace begins to settle in your heart. So as the day ends, let the night be your sanctuary. Let it be a time to reconnect with the peace that is already within you. The night meditation is your reminder that the stillness you seek has always been inside you, waiting patiently to be discovered. Embrace it, trust it, and allow it to guide you back to your true self, where peace is not something to chase, but something to simply allow. As the day gives way to night, there is an invitation that calls out to you, a gentle whisper urging you to pause, to breathe, and to surrender. The world outside may be settling into its evening rhythm, but inside you are offered the most profound gift. The gift of stillness, of quieting the mind, of stepping out of the busy, constant motion and into a space of deep connection with your true self. Night meditation is more than a practice, it is an opportunity to transform the way you experience your life, to tap into a place of infinite peace and wisdom that is always available to you. The hustle of the day, the demands, the noise, and the constant flow of thoughts can leave us feeling fragmented, disconnected, and restless. But as the evening settles in, there is a natural shift in the energy of the world. The sun has set, the stars have emerged, and the air feels different, more serene. It is a moment in time that offers you the chance to release all that no longer serves you. The mind in its natural state is always looking outward, always seeking something to attach to. But when you meditate in the night, you shift your attention inward. You turn off the distractions of the external world and enter a space that is timeless, vast, and infinite. Night meditation is not about achieving perfection or emptying your mind of every thought. It is about coming back to a space where you can simply be, to allow yourself the freedom of just existing without needing to do, without needing to fix or control. You see, there is a misconception in our culture that we must always be doing something to be worthy. But in the quiet of the night, you are reminded that you do not need to prove anything. You are not your accomplishments, nor are you the tasks left undone. You are a vast, infinite being experiencing the world through this physical body, and that is enough. There is nothing you need to do to be whole. You are already whole, just as you are. The night is a time for letting go. Letting go of the expectations, the judgments, the worries that have accumulated throughout the day. It is a time to release the stories you have been telling yourself, the narrative of struggle, of limitation, of fear. In the stillness, you discover that you do not have to hold on to these thoughts. They are not who you are. They are just passing clouds in the vast sky of your awareness. And when you choose to simply witness them without attachment, you create the space for something more powerful to emerge: peace, clarity, and connection. When you meditate at night, you allow your body to unwind, to release the tension that you have held on to throughout the day. You give yourself permission to rest deeply. The act of meditating is not just for the mind, but for the body as well. We are often so focused on the external demands of life that we forget that our bodies need care and attention. Night meditation allows you to honor your body by creating a sacred space where relaxation and healing can occur. Your breath slows, your muscles relax, and your entire being begins to let go of the residue of the day. You are reminding yourself that rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. And in that rest, you become more attuned to the energy that exists all around you. At night, the world slows down. The noise is quiet, and the light fades away, leaving behind a world bathed in shadows and softness. This is a time of renewal, a time of deep connection with the energy that flows through all things. The quiet of the night allows you to reconnect with the part of you that is always calm, always wise, always at peace. The demands of the day no longer have the power to dictate your emotional state. When you choose to meditate, you are reminding yourself that you are in charge of your experience. You have the ability to find peace no matter what is happening around you. In meditation, you do not need to change or fix anything. The night offers you the opportunity to simply allow things to be as they are. In the darkness, there is nothing to hide, nothing to cover up. The night holds no judgment. It simply is. And this is the power of night meditation. It mirrors the truth that you are already complete, just as you are. You do not need to add anything or become anything more. You are enough in this very moment, in the stillness of the night. As you sit in meditation, the physical world fades away. You close your eyes and you begin to breathe deeply, slowly, consciously. With each breath, you ground yourself in the present moment. You feel the rise and fall of your chest, the expansion of your lungs, the gentle flow of air as it enters and leaves your body. In this moment, there is nothing else, no past, no future. There is only the present. And as you focus on your breath, you begin to feel the gentle rhythm of your body, the natural pulse of life that runs through you. And as you become more deeply connected with your breath, you begin to notice the thoughts that arise. They come and they go. Like the waves of the ocean, they ebb and flow. But you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. In the stillness of the night, you have the space to observe your thoughts without becoming attached to them. You begin to realize that you are not defined by what you think or how you feel. You are the awareness that witnesses it all. And when you allow yourself to rest in that awareness, you create a space for peace to enter. This is the true power of meditation, learning to be present without judgment, without needing to change anything. It is a practice of acceptance, of surrender. And as you meditate, you begin to understand that you do not need to control the flow of your thoughts. You do not need to chase after them or try to stop them. Instead, you can simply observe them, allowing them to come and go as they will. And in that observation, you realize that they are not you. They are just passing phenomena, fleeting moments in the vast expanse of your awareness. The night is also a time of healing. As you meditate, your body enters a state of deep relaxation. In this state, the body begins to heal itself, releasing the tension and stress that have built up over the course of the day. It is a time when the physical and emotional body can rest and recharge. And this process of healing is not just about the body, it is also about the mind. Meditation allows you to let go of the limiting beliefs, the fears, and the stories that have been keeping you stuck. You begin to realize that you are not defined by your past, nor are you trapped by your circumstances. You are free. You are unlimited. You are a being of infinite potential. As you meditate at night, you may find that your mind becomes clearer, your thoughts become quieter, and your heart becomes more open. This is the power of the stillness. The night holds no judgment, no expectations. It simply invites you to be. And in that space of being, you reconnect with the truth of who you are. You are love. You are peace. You are whole. In the silence, you are reminded that everything you seek is already within you. There is nothing outside of you that can bring you lasting peace or fulfillment. It is only by turning inward, by reconnecting with your true self, that you can experience the profound sense of peace and contentment that you seek. The practice of night meditation is a journey back to yourself, a return to the peace that has always been within you. It is not about doing or achieving, but about being and surrendering. It is about letting go of all the things you think you need to do and simply allowing yourself to be present in the moment. The night holds the energy of renewal, of rest, of deep connection. It is a time when you can release the burdens of the day and reconnect with your true nature. When you meditate at night, you are giving yourself the gift of rest, not just for your body, but for your soul. You are acknowledging that peace is not something to be sought externally, but something that exists already within you. And as you rest in this peace, you become more attuned to the truth of who you are. You are love. You are light. You are infinite. And as you embrace this truth, you begin to live your life from a place of deep knowing, from a place of inner peace, and from a place of unconditional love. In the quiet of the night, you discover that all the answers you seek are already within you. There is no need to look outside yourself for validation, for approval, or for the next thing to make you happy. Everything you need, everything you've ever wanted, is already within you. It is only through quieting the mind and connecting with the stillness of your soul that you can hear this truth. And once you hear it, everything changes. You realize that the peace you seek has always been there, patiently waiting for you to rediscover it. So as you enter the night, let go of your expectations, let go of your fears, and surrender to the peace that is already within you. Allow the night to be a time of rest, renewal, and deep connection. Through night meditation, you have the power to transform your life, to reconnect with your true self, and to experience the profound peace that is always available to you. Embrace the quiet, embrace the stillness, and allow the night to guide you back to your center, where peace, love, and infinite potential reside. As the sun sets and darkness begins to unfold across the sky, there is a quiet invitation that lingers in the air. It is a moment that asks you to stop, to breathe, and to let go of the world you've just spent the day navigating. The night is not something to fear, nor a time to escape from the busyness of life. Rather, it is a sacred invitation to turn inward, to reconnect with the truth of who you are, and to rest in the boundless peace that exists within you. When you allow yourself to enter the stillness of the night, you are embracing a unique opportunity to experience your life from a place of depth and understanding. The world around you may be busy with its own rhythms, but in the quiet moments of the night, you can find a space of pure presence where the external world fades away and the internal world becomes the center of your attention. It is a time when the mind can settle, the body can rest, and the heart can soften. Night meditation is not just a tool for relaxation or a method to quiet the mind. It is a gateway to something deeper, something that lies beyond the fluctuations of thought and emotion. It is a practice of returning to the essence of your being, the place within you where peace resides, where clarity emerges, and where love is abundant. So often we spend our days caught up in the never-ending cycle of doing. We rush from task to task, trying to meet the demands of life and fulfill the expectations of others. But when the night comes, we are given the gift of stillness, a moment when we can step out of the constant motion and reconnect with who we truly are. In the quiet of the night, we are reminded that we do not need to do anything to be worthy. We are enough just as we are. There is nothing more we need to prove, no greater achievement we need to strive for. We are already complete, whole, and perfect in this moment. As you settle into the rhythm of your breath and begin your night meditation, you may notice that the thoughts of the day are still present. They may try to rush in, pulling your attention away from the present moment. But this is the beauty of meditation. It is not about fighting or rejecting the thoughts that arise, but about allowing them to come and go without judgment or attachment. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes them. When you meditate, you step outside of the constant fluctuations of the mind and into the space of stillness where peace resides. This is where the real transformation begins, not in trying to silence the mind, but in shifting your relationship to it. The mind will always generate thoughts, just as the sky will always hold clouds. But the clouds pass, and the sky remains unchanged. Likewise, the thoughts may come and go, but your true essence, your awareness, is unshaken. In the stillness of night meditation, you learn to witness the thoughts without becoming entangled in them. You realize that they do not define you. They are simply passing events in the larger landscape of your consciousness. This process of observation is a powerful one. It allows you to see your thoughts and emotions as they arise without labeling them as good or bad. You begin to understand that your thoughts are not a reflection of your worth, nor are they a measure of your potential. They are simply the mind's natural activity, and you can choose whether or not to engage with them. In the night, you are reminded that you are not a victim of your thoughts. You are the master of your mind, and in meditation, you reclaim that power. As you continue to meditate, you may notice that your body begins to relax. The tension that you've been carrying throughout the day starts to dissolve. Your muscles release their grip, and your breath becomes deeper, more steady. You may even feel a sense of heaviness in your body, a comforting feeling that signals the body's surrender to rest. Night meditation is a practice of not just calming the mind, but also honoring the body. It is an acknowledgement that your physical body is deserving of care and attention. The stillness of the night offers the opportunity for deep relaxation and healing. It is a time to restore and rejuvenate, to let go of the accumulated stress and tension that your body has been holding onto. The night, with its gentle embrace, provides the perfect environment for this healing to take place. In the quiet, you can finally listen to your body. You can feel its rhythms and movements without the distractions of the day. Your body speaks to you in subtle ways, and when you are still, when you make space for it, you can hear its wisdom. This is why night meditation is so powerful. It is a time to reconnect with yourself on a deep physical level. You allow your body to release its burdens and rest in the peace that is always available to you. But the benefits of night meditation go beyond the body and the mind. When you enter the stillness, you also connect with a deeper part of yourself, the essence of who you are beyond the physical world. This essence is pure awareness, and it is unchanging. It is not affected by the ups and downs of life. It is a source of infinite peace, love, and wisdom. When you meditate at night, you are reminded of this truth. You reconnect with the part of you that is always calm, always whole, always connected to the vast universe. The night is a time of surrender, a time when you can let go of the need to control, to fix, or to do. It is a time when you can release the grip of the ego and simply be. When you surrender, you are not giving up or resigning yourself to fate. Rather, you are opening yourself to the flow of life. You are acknowledging that you do not have to fight against the current, you can flow with it. When you meditate at night, you practice the art of surrender. You release your attachment to the outcome, and you trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This surrender does not mean that you are passive or inactive in your life. It simply means that you are no longer resisting what is. You are no longer holding on tightly to the way you think things should be. Instead, you are open to the possibility of things unfolding in a way that is in alignment with your higher purpose. In the stillness of the night, you begin to trust that everything is as it should be. You begin to let go of the need for control. And in doing so, you experience the freedom that comes with surrender. When you meditate at night, you also open yourself to the deeper wisdom of the universe. The night, with its quiet, reflective nature, offers you a space to listen. It is a time when you can hear the whispers of your inner guidance, the wisdom that resides within you. The stillness of the night allows you to tune into your intuition, to hear the subtle nudges that guide you along your path. When you are still, you become more attuned to the energy around you, and you begin to understand that you are not separate from the universe. You are a part of it. You are an expression of it. And as you meditate, you begin to align yourself with the flow of life, trusting that you are always being guided toward what is best for you. In this space of night meditation, you also cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. As you connect with the stillness, you begin to appreciate the simple beauty of life. You realize that there is nothing you need to do to earn this peace. It is already available to you. You are already connected to everything you seek. When you rest in this truth, you experience a profound sense of gratitude for the present moment. You understand that the present moment is all there is. There is no past, no future, there is only now. And in this now, you are whole, you are complete, you are at peace. As you meditate, you begin to realize that you are not just your thoughts, your emotions, or your body. You are the awareness that observes them all. You are the space in which everything happens. And when you connect with this awareness, you experience a sense of freedom from the constant fluctuations of the mind, from the attachments to the past, and from the anxieties about the future. In the stillness, you realize that you are not bound by time or space. You are infinite. You are eternal. And this truth brings you peace. Night meditation is a practice of coming home to yourself. It is a time to reconnect with your true nature, to embrace the peace that already exists within you. When you meditate at night, you are reminded that you are not alone. You are connected to the vast universe, to the infinite wisdom that flows through all things. In the stillness, you become more attuned to the truth of who you are: love, peace, and infinite potential. The wisdom you receive in meditation at night is a reminder that life is not something that happens to you, but something that flows through you. It is not something that needs to be controlled or shaped according to your desires. Life is a process of unfolding. And when you meditate, you learn to align yourself with that unfolding. You learn to trust that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, even when it doesn't seem that way. In the quiet of the night, when you are still and present, you realize that you are part of the grand dance of the universe. There is no need to rush, no need to force things to happen. All you need to do is be present, be still, and trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. As you meditate at night, you also begin to recognize that there is no need to seek peace or fulfillment outside of yourself. So often we look to the external world for validation, for a sense of worth, for peace. But peace is not something that can be found in possessions, in achievements, or in the approval of others. It is something that resides within you, waiting to be uncovered. Meditation is the practice of peeling away the layers of conditioning, the layers of beliefs and judgments that obscure your natural state of peace. When you let go of these external attachments, you make room for the peace that is always present within. It has never left you, it is simply waiting for you to remember it. Night meditation also helps you cultivate a sense of gratitude. In the quiet of the night, when the mind is calm and the heart is open, you begin to appreciate the simplicity of life. You begin to see that there is beauty in everything, the gentle rise and fall of your breath, the warmth of your body, the peace that fills the room, the soft sounds of the world around you. In this space, you are reminded that there is nothing more important than being present with what is. When you are fully present, you can appreciate the fullness of life, even in its most ordinary moments. Gratitude becomes a natural byproduct of your meditation practice as you begin to see the richness of your life in its current state, without the need for anything more. There is a deep joy that comes from being present in the stillness of the night. It is a joy that is not dependent on circumstances, not dependent on having the right conditions or the right outcome. It is the joy that arises from the simple act of being, from allowing yourself to rest in the moment and trust in the process of life. This joy does not come from achieving or acquiring, it comes from releasing the need to achieve and acquiring nothing more than peace and contentment in the present moment. When you meditate at night, you are not only nurturing your mind and body, but you are also cultivating a deeper connection to your soul. You are remembering who you truly are and realigning yourself with the infinite, boundless energy of the universe. This connection to your soul is the source of your true power. It is the place from which all creativity, all inspiration, and all love flows. It is the essence of who you are, and it is always available to you. Night meditation offers you the opportunity to tap into this source of infinite wisdom and peace, to remember that you are not separate from the vastness of the universe, but a part of it. And so as you sit in meditation at night, allow yourself to sink into the deep peace that is waiting for you. Let go of all that you think you are, all that you think you need, and simply rest in the truth of who you are, limitless, boundless, and eternally connected to all that is. When you do, you will find that peace is not something you need to chase. It is something you can simply be. As you sit quietly in the stillness of the night, you begin to realize that this moment, this very moment, is all that truly exists. In the quiet of the night, there are no expectations to meet, no roles to play, and no pressures to perform. All that you have to do is breathe and be. It is in this simplicity that you find the fullness of life. The mind may attempt to wander, bringing with it thoughts of the past or worries about the future, but in the peace of the night, you are offered the opportunity to witness these thoughts without judgment, to observe them as they rise and fall, like waves upon the ocean. They are not you, and in this awareness you begin to reconnect with the truth that lies beyond the mind. In this space, free of the distractions that typically cloud your mind, you open yourself to the possibility of deep inner transformation. The quietude of the night allows you to reconnect with the deepest parts of yourself, the parts that are always at peace, always whole, and always deeply connected to the universe. The incessant chatter of the day's thoughts gradually fades into the background, and you can rest in the silent knowing that there is nothing you need to change about yourself. You are enough just as you are. This is the true essence of peace, the kind that does not come from external sources or achievements, but from an acceptance of who you are in this very moment. When you meditate at night, you invite the possibility of shedding the layers of stress, expectation, and the false sense of self that may have accumulated throughout the day. You begin to realize that peace is not something you need to chase or attain, but something you can simply allow into your life. It is always available to you. The peace you seek does not come from the outside, it resides within you, and when you choose to still your mind and connect to the present moment, you allow this inner peace to rise to the surface. In the stillness of the night, you are invited to remember that you are not your thoughts. You are not the emotions that pass through you. You are the observer of those thoughts and feelings, the awareness behind them. When you are able to detach from the identification with your thoughts, you begin to realize that you are free from the conditioning that the mind has built up over the years. You are not the sum total of your past experiences, your mistakes, or your successes. You are the presence that is eternal, the awareness that witnesses all things without judgment. And in this realization, you come to understand that you are not bound by any external condition or circumstance. You are free to simply be. The practice of meditation at night becomes a beautiful reminder of this freedom. When you meditate, you cease to be in the world of doing and begin to rest in the realm of being. You do not have to strive for anything because you are already complete. You are enough in this moment, just as you are. And when you embrace this truth, you begin to live from a place of acceptance rather than from a place of striving. The urgency to achieve and prove yourself fades away, and you are free to simply enjoy the beauty of the present moment. This freedom does not mean that you will not face challenges or obstacles in life. Life's circumstances will continue to unfold, and there will be moments when you will feel tested, just as there will be moments of joy and fulfillment. But meditation, especially at night, helps you to shift your perspective. You begin to see that the events of your life are not the problem, it is your attachment to them, your identification with them, that causes suffering. When you meditate, you cultivate the ability to observe life's events with equanimity, to witness them without getting caught up in the emotional drama of them. This ability to detach brings with it a profound sense of inner peace because you no longer feel the need to control or manipulate the circumstances around you. You come to trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even when it doesn't appear that way in the moment. Night meditation offers you the opportunity to recalibrate your mind and spirit. It is a time for you to reconnect with the deep wisdom that resides within you, wisdom that is often obscured by the noise and distractions of daily life. When you sit quietly in meditation, you give yourself the space to listen to the gentle whispers of your intuition, the inner guidance that is always available to you. The answers you seek, the direction you need, are already within you. You don't need to search for them externally. You simply need to quiet the mind and listen. In the stillness of the night, the answers will come. They may not always come in the form you expect, but when you remain open, they will appear. Sometimes the answers come as a sudden insight, other times they come as a deep feeling of knowing, or as a shift in perception that changes the way you see the world. One of the most profound gifts of night meditation is the opportunity to release the mental clutter that accumulates throughout the day. Each thought, each worry, each emotion is like a weight that you carry with you. And as you meditate, you are offered the chance to set down these burdens, even if just for a short time. The practice of letting go is essential, because when you hold on to past grievances, regrets, or anxieties about the future, you create unnecessary tension in your mind and body. Night meditation allows you to release these mental and emotional weights, creating space for peace and clarity. You begin to realize that you do not need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are not here to fix everything or control everything. You are here to experience life, to learn, to grow, and to connect with the eternal presence that resides within you. The more you practice, the more you begin to realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes them. This realization is powerful because it frees you from the idea that you must control your thoughts or that your worth is tied to the content of your mind. In the quiet of the night, you come to understand that you are beyond the thoughts you think, beyond the emotions that arise, and beyond the stories you tell yourself. You are pure awareness, and from this space, all things are possible. Night meditation allows you to dive deeper into this awareness, to go beyond the surface level thoughts and connect with the part of you that is always calm, always whole, always connected to the universe. This deeper aspect of yourself is where the peace resides. It is not dependent on external circumstances or on achieving certain goals. It is a peace that is inherent in your nature. And as you meditate, you align with this peace. You come to see that peace is not something you need to strive for or achieve it. It's something you already are. You are always connected to it. And when you quiet the mind, it becomes more accessible. But night meditation is not just about finding peace, it is also about releasing the need to control. In the quiet of the night, you are reminded that the world is not something to be fixed or controlled. It is something to be experienced, to be lived, to be surrendered to. The more you surrender to the present moment, the more you realize that everything unfolds as it should. There is no need to force anything. Life is always in motion. And when you trust the flow, you allow it to carry you to where you need to be. The night, with its gentle energy, teaches you this truth. It is a reminder that everything is always working in your favor, even if you don't always understand the how or the why. In this deep surrender, you become open to the wisdom of the universe. The stillness of the night provides a perfect container for receiving the insights and guidance that are always available to you. When you meditate at night, you allow yourself to become more attuned to the subtle whispers of your intuition. You don't need to search for answers or solutions. They arise naturally when you are aligned with the flow of life. The answers are already within you, waiting for you to listen. And the more you listen, the more you will begin to trust the inner guidance that is always present. The beauty of night meditation is that it creates space for you to connect with a deeper knowing, a knowing that transcends the mind. This knowing is not intellectual or analytical. It is felt in the body, experienced in the heart, and understood through the quiet clarity that arises from within. It is the wisdom that comes when you are no longer attached to the need for answers or outcomes. It is the wisdom of simply being entrusting that life is unfolding exactly as it should. And as you meditate, you also begin to release the stories that you have been telling yourself. The stories of who you think you are, what you think you are capable of, and what you think life should be. These stories, though comforting at times, are often limitations. They confine you to a small version of who you truly are. But in the quiet of night meditation, you begin to see that these stories are not your truth. You are not defined by your past or by the roles you play in the world. You are not limited by the labels that others have placed on you. You are infinite. You are boundless. You are the expression of the universe in human form. And as you meditate, you reconnect with that infinite potential. This realization is not something you force or make happen. It is something that naturally arises when you allow yourself the space to be. When you let go of the constant noise, the constant doing, and the constant striving, you open yourself to the vastness that is already within you. You begin to understand that you are not separate from the world around you. You are an integral part of the universe. And in the silence of the night, this truth becomes apparent. Night meditation also offers you the opportunity to heal, to let go of the burdens of the day, the fears of the future, and the regrets of the past. As you sit in stillness, you create a space for your body, mind, and spirit to restore themselves. The body, in particular, benefits greatly from this time of deep rest. As you quiet the mind, the body has the chance to repair itself, to release any tension or stress that may have accumulated during the day. When you meditate, you are not just calming your thoughts, but you are also giving your body the gift of deep relaxation. The benefits of night meditation extend far beyond the moment of sitting in stillness. As you practice regularly, you begin to carry the peace you experience in meditation with you throughout your day. The calmness that you cultivate in the quiet of the night becomes a foundation that supports you in every moment. You begin to move through life with a greater sense of ease, of detachment, and of trust. The world may continue its relentless pace, but you are no longer swept up in its current. You remain anchored in the peace that you have discovered within. The practice of night meditation invites you to remember the truth of who you are, an expression of peace, love, and wisdom. When you sit in meditation, you are not trying to become something else or achieve a state of perfection. You are simply returning to the truth of your essence, to the unshakable peace that resides at the core of your being. And in this truth you find freedom. Freedom from the need to do, to achieve, and to prove yourself. Freedom from the limiting beliefs and stories that you have carried with you. Freedom to simply be, to live, and to experience life as it unfolds, moment by moment. There is a profound liberation in simply being, in allowing yourself to step away from the constraints that the world places on you, and instead to honor the natural rhythm of your soul. The night, with its soft embrace, invites you into a space of profound connection with yourself, a space where the distractions of the world are momentarily silenced and you can remember the truth of who you are. As you meditate at night, you may begin to notice something beautiful unfolding within you. It is a sense of peace that comes not from the outside world, but from a deep and abiding presence within. This peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is not fleeting, nor does it ebb and flow with the ups and downs of life. It is the steady pulse of your being, the constant hum of the universe flowing through you. When you allow yourself to sink into that peace, you realize that you are not separate from the peace of the world, nor are you separate from the peace of the night. You are an expression of that peace, a unique embodiment of it. And as you sit in stillness, you open yourself to the greater awareness that is always available to you. Night meditation becomes a doorway to remembering your oneness with everything that exists. It is in the quiet of the night that the illusions of separateness begin to dissolve. You are not alone in the vast expanse of the universe. You are connected to everything, the stars above, the earth beneath, the people you encounter, and even the thoughts that pass through your mind. Meditation reveals that the boundaries we place between ourselves and others are only constructs of the mind, and that at the deepest level we are all expressions of the same energy. When you sit quietly in meditation, you tap into this energy, and in doing so, you are able to transcend the false limitations that you may have believed about yourself. It is a process of remembering that you are not the body you inhabit, nor the thoughts that arise in your mind. You are the consciousness that observes all of it. And when you are able to access this awareness, you step into a space of infinite potential. The person you believe yourself to be, with all your thoughts and judgments, begins to fall away. You remember that you are much more than you've allowed yourself to be. You are an unlimited being, capable of tapping into the power of the universe. This realization does not require any special effort or striving. It requires only the willingness to let go of everything that keeps you tethered to the illusion of limitation. Night meditation is an opportunity to drop the heavy armor of expectations and desires and to simply rest in the truth of who you are. You are a divine being here for a brief moment in time, but your essence is eternal. When you sit in meditation, you reconnect with this timeless part of yourself. And as you reconnect, you begin to feel the gentle stirrings of wisdom within. It is wisdom that is not learned from books, not passed down from others, but wisdom that arises from within, from the very core of your being. This wisdom speaks in the quiet moments of reflection, in the soft nudges of intuition, and in the deep knowing that arises when you no longer seek answers outside of yourself. Night meditation allows you to tap into this wisdom, to let go of the need to figure things out with the mind, and to trust that the answers are already there, waiting for you to listen. When you surrender to this inner knowing, you begin to live from a place of alignment with the flow of life, where everything becomes effortless and graceful. The practice of meditation at night also offers you a unique opportunity to heal. Healing is not just about the body, although the body too benefits from the deep relaxation that comes with meditation. True healing takes place on a much deeper level. It occurs when you release the mental and emotional blockages that have kept you stuck in old patterns of thought and behavior. When you sit in the stillness of the night, you are giving yourself the chance to release the old stories that have defined you. The stories of who you think you are, of what you think you are capable of what you think you must do in order to be worthy, all of these stories can dissolve in the quiet, open space of meditation. And as they dissolve, you make room for new possibilities, for new experiences that are in alignment with your true self. Healing also comes when you stop fighting against life and instead learn to embrace it as it is. So often we resist what is, whether it is a difficult emotion, a challenging situation, or a perceived obstacle. But when you meditate at night, you begin to understand that resistance only creates more suffering. The peace that you seek is not found in fighting against what is, but in accepting it fully. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active surrender to the present moment. It is the realization that in the moment of surrender, you are no longer at odds with life. You are no longer struggling against the current. Instead, you allow yourself to be carried by the flow of existence, knowing that all is unfolding in perfect order. The process of letting go during meditation does not mean that you suppress your feelings or ignore your thoughts. It simply means that you choose not to identify with them. You allow them to come and go without getting entangled in them. You begin to see that your thoughts and feelings are simply visitors passing through, not the essence of who you are. When you release your attachment to them, you free yourself to live from a place of pure awareness, where everything is accepted and nothing is resisted. It is in this space of acceptance that healing takes place. Night meditation also offers you a chance to heal on a deeper level. As you meditate, you are not just calming the mind or releasing stress, you are also allowing your body, your emotions, and your spirit to align. Healing occurs when you stop resisting what is and instead allow yourself to be fully present with whatever arises. When you sit in stillness, you create a safe container for your emotions to surface and be released. There is no need to hide or suppress your feelings. You can simply observe them, allowing them to move through you without judgment or fear. As you do, you create space for healing to take place. And in this healing, you reconnect with the natural state of balance and harmony that exists within you. Healing also takes place when you let go of the past. Many of us carry the weight of old wounds, resentments, and regrets, often without even realizing it. These emotional burdens can keep us stuck in old patterns of thought and behavior. But when you meditate, you give yourself the opportunity to release these old stories, to forgive yourself and others, and to let go of the emotional charge that is attached to past events. The more you let go of the past, the more you create space for new experiences, new possibilities, and new levels of joy to enter your life. You begin to see that the past is just that, the past. It no longer has any power over you unless you choose to hold on to it. When you let go, you free yourself to live in the present moment. And in the present moment, everything is possible. Night meditation also teaches you the importance of presence. In the stillness of the night, you come to realize that nothing is more important than being fully present in the moment. So often we are caught up in the rush of life, constantly thinking about what's next or worrying about what has already happened. But when you meditate, you give yourself the opportunity to come back to the here and now. You realize that this moment is all there is. And when you are fully present in it, you experience life with greater depth and richness. You stop waiting for something outside of you to change and start embracing the beauty and peace that exists right where you are. In this presence, you begin to notice the subtle beauty of life that often goes unnoticed: the gentle breath of the wind, the sound of your own heartbeat, the stillness in the air, the vastness of the sky. These are the simple joys that fill your soul when you are fully awake to them. Night meditation is a reminder that the world is not something you need to escape from, but something you can fully immerse yourself in. The beauty, peace, and wisdom that you seek are not outside of you, but inside, waiting to be discovered. As you sit in the quiet of the night, you realize that you are not alone. You are part of a vast, interconnected web of life, a web that extends beyond the boundaries of time and space. You are connected to everything: the stars, the trees, the earth, and every living being. Meditation at night offers you the opportunity to remember this connection, to feel the presence of the divine within you and around you. You are a reflection of the universe itself, and when you meditate, you align with the infinite source of love, peace, and wisdom that flows through all things. And so as you sit in silence, allow yourself to simply be. Let go of any need to control, any need to fix or change anything. Allow yourself to sink deeply into the present moment, where peace is always present, always available. Let go of your attachments to the past and future, and simply rest in the knowing that you are whole, complete, and perfect just as you are. In the stillness of the night, you return to your true self, free, infinite, and eternally connected to the divine flow of life. As you sit in the stillness of the night, you begin to understand that you are not separate from the vastness of the universe. You are an integral part of the grand design, and the peace you seek is not something to be chased, but something to be realized within. The night is a mirror, reflecting the quiet depth of your true nature. It is an invitation to reconnect with your essence, to remember who you truly are beyond the layers of the world's expectations, the noise of the mind, and the weight of past experiences. In this sacred space of meditation, you discover that all of life is flowing toward you, through you, and with you. Every breath you take, every moment you experience, is a reflection of the boundless energy of the universe, always present, always alive. And when you surrender to this truth, when you release the need to control or to strive for something outside of yourself, you come to realize that you are already whole. You are already at peace. All that is needed is the willingness to let go, to let the layers of conditioning fall away, and to rest in the knowing that you are enough just as you are. Night meditation is not simply a practice, it is a way of being. It is a return to your true self. In the quiet of the night, when the world sleeps and the noise fades, you reconnect with the infinite wisdom, love, and peace that exists within you. You realize that you are not the thoughts that pass through your mind, nor the emotions that rise and fall. You are the presence that witnesses it all, the consciousness that is eternal, unchanging, and ever-present. And from this place of deep knowing, you step into life with a renewed sense of clarity, purpose, and freedom. As you move forward, remember this simple truth: peace, love, and wisdom are not things you need to seek. They are already within you, waiting for you to awaken to them. The journey is not about finding them, it is about recognizing and allowing them to unfold naturally from the depths of your being. Trust in this process, trust in the stillness, and trust that as you align with your true self, you will move through life with grace and ease, no longer chasing what you already possess. In the quiet of the night, you are reminded that you are the answer, the peace, and the love you've been searching for all along.